Hello everybody, I'm Felicia. Looking forward to doing Pilates with you today. We are going to do a beginner's video today, and I'm going to go over a couple of the principles as well as intricate little details from basically all the essential movements within Pilates, at least the basic ones. Okay, so why don't we get started? First, I would like you to just sit up nice and tall, belly is in. You can have one foot in front of the other, or you can have 2 feet together. It is up to you. And take one hand, just feel your lower back. Now you should feel a nice little curve there. We want to feel that curve throughout our session today. And that's called Pilates neutral or natural spine, depending on your teacher. So why don't we play with that for a second? Put your hands on your knees and you breathe in and out, rocking off the sit bones, scooping out the belly, rounding the spine. Now you're going to press in the belly as you breathe in, and you come up one vertebra at a time to a seated position. Take that hand, just feel that lower back, and you should feel that small little curve that's there, right? Let's do a couple more. Breathing in and out, rocking off the sit bones, scooping out the belly, rounding the spine, making sure that the shoulders don't come up towards the ears. And you're going to press in that belly and breathe in and come all the way up to a seated position. Let's do one last one. Breathing in and out, rocking off the sit bones, scooping out the belly, rounding the spine. Good. Then we're going to press in the belly, breathing in, and coming all the way up to a seated position. Good. So you see where we manipulated the spine there as well. Pilates is not only about your core, breath, flow, alignment, it's also about your spine. So we're going to be going over some of that as well. So let's go put your feet in front of you. I'm going to sit up nice and tall, straight spine, belly is in. I'm going to have my feet on the floor and my knees bent since this is a beginner, okay? Now, palms towards each other, arms are going to be back in their shoulder sockets. Now we're going to do a half roll back. And in order to do this, I want you to really feel the spine being manipulated and do it all from the lower belly and not the front of the thigh or the hip. So breathe in and out, scooping out the belly, rocking off the sit bones, feeling the rounding of the spine here. Now, make sure that you come back up using that lower belly, not the front of the thigh or the hip area. You breathe in, and you come up slowly with control. A very common thing that people like to do is go out with those shoulders forward. You want to press in the belly, sit up nice and tall, straight spine, and then you do that again, breathing in and out. Scooping out the belly, coming halfway back. Now press in that belly and breathe in. Come all the way back up. Where are those shoulders? Are they out here or are they back in the shoulder sockets? Another thing that's helpful is to bring those shoulder blades in and down the back. So if the shoulder blades are up, your shoulders are up, right? Or they're forward. So you want to bring the shoulders back, together, and down. Okay? Let's do that again. Breathing in and out. Scooping out the belly, rounding that spine. Now you're going to press in the belly, coming all the way up, one vertebra at a time. We'll do one more just like this, breathing in and out, scooping out the belly, rounding the spine. Coming up without using the front of the thigh or the hip area. This is usually tight from sitting. So press in the belly, breathe in, to come all the way up. Where are the arms? Back in the shoulder sockets. Good. Now we're going to just put our hands at the back of the thigh. And we're going to come all the way down to the mat. So scooping out the belly, and coming all the way back down, slowly with control. Good. You can put the arms down by your sides and then lift the leg to tabletop and then the other, always engaging the belly before you lift or move any of your body parts, right? So always engage that lower belly. So now we're in tabletop. The knee is over the hip, right? The feet are out as if they're on a tabletop. They're not down by your bum. Good. Then we're going to take the arms and bring them back by your ears. Now we spoke about that small little curve in the lower back, neutral and natural spine. I want you to still try to feel that. So you're not popping that lower back, popping the ribs, popping the belly. Okay? Ribs are in, belly is in, but you still have a small space at the lower back. Now we're going to come up for a prep for hundreds. So we breathe in and out. Curling up the head, neck, and chest, belly is in, fingertips are reaching past you. You really want to come up from the rib cage to the pelvic bone. So you're on the tips of the shoulder blades. And this is going to help relieve any tension in the upper neck here. And then you breathe in, and you come all the way back down. And we're going to do this again, still feeling that small curve in the lower back, breathing in and out. Curling up the head, neck, and chest, coming up to the tips of the shoulder blades, still feeling that rib cage to the pelvic bone. Once you're strong in here, then you won't feel in the neck. So if you are feeling it in the neck, just know that this is where you need to be stronger. Okay? And then breathe in and come all the way back down. Let's do that again. Breathing in and out. Curling up the head, neck, and chest. Belly is in. This time we're going to stay up for full hundreds. The arms just go up and down by your side. Good. You breathe in and out. And breathe in and out. Good. If your head does start to hurt because you're not all the way strengthened in this area, you can always bring the head down and just do this with the arms down. Okay? It's up to you. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Good. Then bring the knees into the chest, and if the head was up, you can bring it down to the mat. You can just rock left to right, massaging the back. Good. Now, we're just going to put one foot onto the mat and then the other. Arms down by your side. Now, the knee is over the ankle. You don't want to have the knee past the ankle like this, right? Because then you're overextending all the muscles in the knee. So, make sure that you feel nice and comfortable. I would rather you have your ankle a little bit out, than past like this, okay? So hopefully that makes sense. We're just going to do a bridge. Arms down by your side. You're going to breathe in and out, pressing the arms, hands, and feet into the floor, scooping out the belly. Then lifting one vertebra at a time off of the mat, coming all the way up to the tips of the shoulder blades. Now, something common that people do is they kind of arch their hips forward and then arch their back. You want to press the belly in and feel a straight spine. So then you should feel that there's a line going through the body here. So you breathe in and out, and you slowly come down. And you come down manipulating the spine, one vertebra at a time, to release the pelvis onto the mat. Now, Again, another thing that people like to do is just come up and down with the hips. I want you to manipulate the spine. In Pilates, we are strengthening our spine as well and lengthening and stretching, okay? So breathe in and out, pressing the arms, hands, and feet into the floor, scooping out the belly, and then just lifting one vertebra off the mat at a time to come all the way up to the tips of the shoulder blades. Feel a stretch through the front of the body. And then you're going to breathe in and out, and slowly coming down, really feeling that manipulation of the spine, coming down to the mat, one vertebra at a time to rest the tailbone. So we're going to come up, and I'm going to give you a modification if you would want to do that. Okay? So breathe in and out, pressing the belly in, pressing the arms, hands, and feet into the floor, scooping out the belly. One vertebra at a time comes off of the mat to the tips of the shoulder blades. And if you need, you can put your hands underneath you. The only problem with this is that you push your hips forward, right? So I like to just bring my elbows a little bit more to the side, but it's up to you. In the beginning, if you're doing, a little push forward to keep those hips up, I would say that that's okay. But once you get the strength and you take those arms, put them down, then I would try to keep that spine straight. Okay? Breathe in and out. And then slowly coming down, one vertebra at a time, to slowly rest the tailbone onto the mat. Okay? So another thing to think about is a sway in the body. So if you feel the hips swaying or the knees or the ankles, it's usually because there's a weakness in the body. It could be the hamstrings, it could be your lower back. There could be many different things, but just try to be aware of it. I would close your eyes and really feel into the body. So breathe in and out, pressing the arms, hands, and feet into the floor, scooping out the belly. And slowly coming up, one vertebra at a time, as you come up to the tips of the shoulder blades, feeling a stretch through the front of the body. Good. If you felt that sway, try to correct it on the way down, breathing in and out, and slowly coming down, feeling the manipulation of the spine. One vertebra at a time comes onto the mat. Good. Now we're going to move on to the next one. So bring the knees into the chest. You can rock left to right, massaging the back. We're going to put our hands at the back of the thigh. Elbows are going to be out to the side. Chest is wide. Press in the belly, and we're going to come up to rest on the tailbone without putting our feet onto the mat and without hitting our head on the back when we come back down. Okay? So breathing in and out, pressing the belly in, and you're going to use a little momentum to come up. Don't put those feet down. Good. Elbows out to the side, and chest is wide. Now, as you come off those sit bones, you round the back as you come back to the mat without hitting your head. So breathe in and out. Whee! Now, I think the whee is very important. I do it in all my classes. So this makes it a little bit fun, breaks up the monotony a little bit, right? So let's do that again. Pressing in the belly, rounding that spine, breathing in and out. Whee! As you come up, you have to press in the belly even more to then not bring those feet down onto the floor. Good. Let's do that again. Breathing in and out. Whee! It makes me laugh every time. All right, so now we're going to cross our legs. I'm going to come up. Okay, so we're going to come down to the mat. So you can just bring your belly down to the mat, bending your elbows. Now, I don't want to go all the way down to the mat because my mic is there. So I'm going to try to move it a little bit, but there, I think this is good. So your hands are by your breasts. Your feet are on the floor, and I have the front of my foot on the floor, so my legs are parallel. You can also bring the heels together, toes apart in Pilates V. That's up to you, but I'm going to keep my feet parallel and the top of the foot on the floor. Now, I want you to press the belly in as you breathe in, and on the breath out, you curl up the head, neck, and chest. You can press the hands on the floor a little bit, but I don't want you to feel like you're going into the chest muscles. This is all the extension of the upper spine. So make sure that you don't clench that neck backwards though. It's still elongated. Also, drop that tailbone down to release any tension that you may have in the lower back. Now, shoulder blades, we spoke about that in the beginning. You do in and down the back, so the shoulders come down from the ears. Using your breath, breathing in, and then coming back down. Good. So we're going to do that again. Breathing in and out. Going up the head, neck, and chest. Belly is in. Now, again, no pressing, a lot into those hands. This is an exercise for the upper spine for posture. So, also, reminder, don't bring that neck all the way back. It's still an extension of the spine. Any tension right here in the lower back, drop that tailbone. Good. Shoulder blades in and down the back. And then coming all the way back down. Good. We'll do another one like that. Breathing in. On the breath out, pressing in the belly. Going up the head, neck, and chest. Shoulder blades in and down the back. Good. And just a reminder, for the neck is elongated. Also, the tailbone drop down. Shoulder blades in and down the back. So the chest is nice and wide. And then coming all the way back down. We'll do one more just like that. Breathing in. And out. Pressing the belly in. And curling up the head, neck, and chest. Shoulder blades in and down the back. Dropping that tailbone. And doing this all as an extension for the upper spine for posture. Without dropping that neck backwards. You still want to elongate it. And then coming all the way back down. Good. When you're ready, you can press the belly in. And then coming all the way back, sitting on sit bones in child's pose. Use your breath, breathing in. And out. And again, breathing in. And out. Pressing the belly in and sitting on the heels, coming all the way up to a seated position. Great. I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today. I did, 1, 2, 3, 4, I think that was 5. Yes, 5 of very basic movements in Pilates. So I hope that you enjoyed it today, and looking forward to having you back for more videos. I usually do these about twice a week. So please comment, like, subscribe. I would really appreciate that. Take care. Enjoy.